Today's champion spotlight will be Abather. I chose Abather because I feel like not a lot of people know too much about Abather, and it's a good chance to kind of educate you a little bit on him. I enjoy playing him a lot. So Abather is a specialist character, and he has a lot of map awareness. Like you want to be very map aware while playing Abather, and you can be really effective. So ability-wise, we'll start with your Q, which is your symbiote ability. And basically, what that does is you'll target an ally hero, and then you gain 3 abilities. And the first of which being your Q, which you'll see me use quite a bit. It's a single target skill shot, and it's called Stab. So, it's pretty straightforward. The second ability you gain on your W is Spike Burst. This is an AoE, so it just shoots out in a circular around the hero you're targeted on. The third ability is your Carapace, which will provide your symbiote with a shield. So right now I'm controlling Illidan. You'll see I'm using pretty much all 3 abilities as frequently as I can, and that shield to attempt to keep Illidan alive. When you're not in symbiote form, you get Toxic Nest, which you might have noticed I've been putting down like little mines in the bushes and in the smoke clouds. They do damage, and I think they're also a good way to kind of help. Like in this map, you can put them down by the like Pirate Joe. I don't know what his name is, but you can throw them down by Pirate Joe, and it kind of alerts you of when they're going to hand in. Like it's a good indicator. Like you can keep on top of map control very easily with that ability. Now his passive is whatever lane I'm closest to. So currently, I believe I'm closest to the bottom lane. Um, I spawn like little larvas. I think they're called locusts. Yeah, locusts. That's what it is. And the locusts will go. They're basically like little minions, so they help your minions push the lane. So if a lot of fighting's going on up top of the map, I normally like to go to the bottom and get a little extra push, and it helps out a little bit basically. Let's get to heroic abilities. The first of which being Ultimate Evolution. Typically, this is my go-to when I play Abather. However, in this game, I do choose the secondary Ultimate, which we'll talk about in a minute. Okay, so with Ultimate Evolution, you can make a copy of one of your teammates. Now, when you make when you make the clone, you get all non-heroic abilities and traits of the targeted hero. So this is good this will give you like that 5-on-5 team fight kind of mechanic. And depending on what kind of comp you're facing, you can make the choice in which character you'd like to take, right? So if you guys aren't that beefy and you find, you got a lot of squish in your team, you can duplicate, duplicate or clone like a Moradin if you have one, and add a little bit of beef to those team fights. Okay, now that will bring us to talents. So at level 1, I always take, it's called Pressurized Glands. And basically, what this does is it increases the range of the symbiote spike burst by 25% and decreases the cooldown by 1 second. Like I said, this build is around your symbiote. Like I use it to do damage while in symbiote mode. So the level 4 talent I like to take is Adrenal Overload. And so my symbiote host gains 25% increased attack speed. So in a match like this, like when I have an Illidan, it's really helpful. Like it really does, power up an Illidan and let him go ham a little bit. At level 7, I take Needle Spine, which increases the damage and the range of the symbiote stab by 20%. So that's a good, like I said, this is all about my symbiote. So once again, more damage this way. At level 10, the ultimate. In this map, I took Evolve Monstrosity, but typically I will take the clone. At level 13, I took I don't even know, spatial efficiency, I guess. And my symbiote stab gains an additional charge. So instead of having 2, I have 3. And like I said, that's because I'm spamming it, and it's my go-to for damage. At level 16, I took Envenom Spikes. So my symbiote's Spike Burst allows enemy movement speed. Um, sorry, my symbiote Spike Burst. So when you're hit by my Spike Burst, it also slows enemy speed by 40% for 2 seconds. So allowing my symbiote to keep up. And at level 20, I use Hive Mind, which it will create an additional symbiote on a nearby allied hero. And it just mimics. So it's pretty cool. Like I'm shooting double stabs, double envenom, or double spike burst. So everything's doubled. Like it's really good talent for damage. Man, this is a this is a long game. But as we approach the end of it, there's like a lot of ways to play Abather. This is just one specific game and one specific way in which I played them. And I think the idea of the spotlight is to kind of give you like a little bit of an idea of how a champion could work. Some of the pros of Abather is he doesn't use mana skills. He basically only relies on cooldowns, so I think that's it's pretty awesome. You can save allies and you can snipe enemies near death. Like, as long as you have vision, like you can go symbiote on like a turret that that your team controls. You can symbiote on a minion that your team owns. Like, so you can like travel. You can get around the map real quick. Some of the, I guess, cons is sometimes your team's in like a constant 4v5 engagement. So if your team's like not very organized, it can make tough for team fights. And it really does. It can be a pain in the ass. And I would say another con is it is a high skill cap. You have to play them quite a bit. I recommend just playing him in quick matches. Like I wouldn't, I don't even see him too much in ranked play, but he is a fun quick match, especially if you're playing with a friend. Like my friend is playing Illidan in this map, and it's incredibly fun. Because he's just going in. He knows I'm gonna give him the increased damage or attack speed, and so it is a fun champion to play with friends. Yeah, this game's about to wrap up here, so just let you guys sit back and enjoy the rest of the game. It was actually a pretty long match, all things considered. So we will be coming out with the podcast as well. So be sure to check that out, and stay tuned for more updates. As always, I stream twitch.tv, Sneaky Pete 18. So feel free to stop by there, check it out, and hope to hear from you, and enjoy.